Why are you trying to stop me? Enough of these games. Give me what I want.
Trespasser! I will drive you out!
Here! You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will!
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Why do you speak through illusions? Come, let us converse.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
I shall do it. So be it. Oh, this should be good.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
I will not become an abomination no matter what you try.
One soul I already possess. I do not need another. You need not fear me on that account. I wish only to talk.
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
I do not deserve this punishment. Ah! Oh! Oh! I shall do it. As you wish. Very well. I see. Very well. I shall do it. As you wish. Hopefully you do not fight as poorly as you smell. I shall do it. Very well.
You will be mine!
I shall do it. Very well.
I see. I shall do it. Very well. Back! So be it.
You will learn to fear me.
Get fucked, bitch. Merde, les filles sont dans le bain et tu
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Should Eamon recover, I'm not sure how I will tell him of all this. Isolde is dead, yet her sacrifice saved their son. There is still the matter of Jowan. He performed the ritual and did not deceive us. In a way, he saved Connor's life even though he killed Isolde. I am unsure what to make of this. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
What do you want my opinion?
It was your decision to use his ritual. You had some reason to trust him. I thought you'd have an opinion on his fate.
Who would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
I don't think it's your decision to make. I don't think this is...
What do you mean? He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Malefica as well.
Exactly. He is the Sacred of Mercy responsibility.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him. As odd as it may seem, the quest Isolde sent the knights on may be our only hope. We must find the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
I would
rather not rely on superstition and legend, but Isolde believed that the relic would cure Eamon, and I am desperate. There is a scholar in Denerim, Brother Genetivi. He has been trying to discover the urn's location for several years now. The knights were unable to locate him, but perhaps you can do better than they. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Non, j'ai pas assez de points d'instinct. Ok, je prends le master. Avec la stats bonus. Ça veut dire que je tire plus. Avec la stat rate of fire, j'attaque plus vite.
finished.
Oh. Chance d'avoir une missile attaque. C'est une shortbow, ça veut dire c'est moins puissant. À moins de range, elle est pas si bonne. Il peut porter ça, besoin de beaucoup de string. Lui, il peut porter ça. Il peut avoir 7 Battle Axe, qui est carrément plus puissant. Ah, ça, techniquement, il pourrait le porter. Ça lui donnerait plus de dex. Es-tu pas content que j'aille rentrer là? C'est comme ta gueule, bitch. Où la sortie, Calif? On va d'abord par là. Parfait, ça c'est fait. Bon, j'ai le Circle of Magi à faire. Magi. Et après, j'en vais à Ostagar.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
I think you did it all quite well, don't you?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
We can stop the blight. We will save much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Enchantment?
Something you need? I'm sure you'll be...
Ok, toi t'es une one N. Te sers. Toi t'es une shortbow, t'es pas bon. Toi t'es une longbow, t'es bonne. Ça a rien. Même force. Même défense. Mais subtil, ça monte un peu plus. Mais c'est pas suffisant, ça veut dire. Ça c'est une shortbow, c'est à 5. Ok, fuck. Ça c'est bon pour aller l'histoire en tabarnage, mais il n'y a pas assez de 5. Vas-y, je vais l'ignorer pour là. Oh, l'histoire pas haut ça. C'est pas plus fort. Ça vaut pas la peine.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Là, je sais c'est quoi, là.
Sire, I have more news. Oh, yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Think again.
I am here, Warden.
Ok, lui a tout activé.
Yep. The waiting around part is awesome.
Oh, nein, là, je peux voir des... Il y a deux criques là-bas.
Look there. A cunning trap. It's a trap!
Oh my god.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Enemies approaching! Quickly, we must fire! At your order. What? It is begun. There's no glorious bloodshed! Here. Your word.
Let's finish this.
Right. As you say. I shall do it. Best be wary. Very well.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Very well. I shall do it. Now we do battle!
Look him up and talk to him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some question.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
I am right happy you fitted.
So would I be, in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career.
What are the Antivan Crows?
An order of assassins, of course, out of Antiva. I suppose you wouldn't hear much of them out here, but where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a Chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the crows are concerned. No need to see Loghain then.
If you had failed.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employer?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening, Magic Whip.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead.
Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
And what to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
What did you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Very well, I accept your
What?
offer.
You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't know where about it. We could use him.
We could apparently use a swift kick in the head too, but you don't see me going around asking for one.
A fine plan, but I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Et voilà. Ils sont pas contents, mais encore. Chum. On joue la guerre. Assassin. Il nous a fait lutter. Il n'y avait pas deux assassins ici? Oui, et ici il y en a deux.
Back again.
Ouais, putain. Ça. J'espère que dans pas longtemps, elle va être capable de monter de level. Je vais renforcer ça, faire des meilleures potions. Non, je viens de me rappeler quelque chose.
Don't you ever talk? You know, make polite conversation just to put people at ease?
You mean that I should remark upon the weather before I cut off a man's head?
Never mind.
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Try to turn to Hala.
Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranas, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
There we go.
What?
Oh, c'est pas les Suisses. C'est elle qui t'avait des displays.
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline. All Father, may you forgive our
Attends, là, je peux y aller là.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap. Look there, a cunning trap. Shall be done.
J'en ai donc bien de trappes. Ça s'appelle les displays, ça? La petite XP, là. Il y avait genre 7 trappes, 30 XP, c'est genre 210 XP d'une shot. C'est bon. C'est même très bon. Bon, c'était du monde qui même pas à faire.
All right, time award. Okay.
Whoa!
Go!
Bah oui! J'ai même pas tué un gars, j'ai tout perdu mes bonhommes. What? C'est quoi ce place? Ah, c'est pas si haut level que ça, c'est impossible là.
Be cautious.
Orders. Yes.
I am ready. Go.
Oh, tout le monde est mort.
Yes. Right. Speak.
C'est un carré, hein, Maria?
Don't give them the advantage. Shall be done.
Ben oui, j'ai rien pu faire, mais faites one shot. Hey, c'est pas legit à ce fight là, what the fuck? C'est une boule de feu, tout le monde meurt. C'est quoi ça?
All right, time award. Dad. You need help? Very good. Right. Here. You need help? Natara. Now you fall!
Ah!
It is enough.
Fait que je rentre dans le tas comme un mongol.
The Maker, my brother and his family made it out alone. He said that the Darks would attack the
Were you really in that cage for 20 days?
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Somewhat. Yes, maybe it'll change by the time. My grandfather says I've lost. Best of.
I demand an audience. You insult all of her. King Loghain.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Why have you people rotated like this?
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead.
Endrunai Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
A blight is coming. They must unite for Ferelden.
Wait. Who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
The Grey Warden är traditionell dwarven ally.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Until you false king, the dwarf will not aim today.
Your bluster won't work on me. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
All right. See, we are not alone.
To death. As you say.
We fight for Ferelden!
Go. Orders.
All right. Let's go!
I shall do it.
Here.
Okej, så vet jag inte att varsågod.
Hurry.
I am armed. Yes. I shall do it. Away with you!
Go.
Så maintenant, quand ça arrive, cette affaire-là, et mon personnage va sortir.
Natara.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrast Vala, Warden. Your arrival is...
Those statues...
I haven't eaten in days.
The right. The best of their...
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name. Don't say that.
You know, you never did tell me how you passed the time in that cage for so long.
No, I didn't.
So...
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these Deshers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Ah, c'est sûr, c'est Aramon.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that soddy fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Vieta, Surfacer.
I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The blood is coming in, and I need Orzammar assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
So now Balin and Harrowmont are the one to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mustn't have paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Ancestors guard. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Who are you?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return, your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
What will you give? No. We shouldn't abandon him. I will look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I am a royal warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think Dwarf believe it. And the Major?
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzamar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memories' permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Topsider? The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. I'll take...
Ok. Ok, je vois les armes déjà comme... C'est un 7. Fuck. Ça sort d'où, ça? Ça tient à 6. Ça tient à 7. Je vais arrêter de booster mon Strange. Je viens de trouver une light armor, mon gars, ici. You must be kidding me. 20 fucking gold, are you? T'as-tu smoke du bon weed, espèce de fucking manga de fucker? Fuck. Tapa. Oh my god, y'a du monde qui en a smoke du bon en maudit. Holy shit. Ah, fuck yeah. Oh shit, tu viens juste d'entrer dans le stream, Vince. C'est trop-tu 20 gold? C'est un petit peu exagéré pour un collier de prix. 20 gold. Tu vois toutes les autres affaires. 2 gold, 94, silver, 2 gold, 72, 4 gold, 20 fucking gold. 20 gold. You must be kidding me, en tabarnache. Là, je sais pareil parce que je suis fucking OP. Son armure est pas changée. Ça, mais ça c'est 11 armures, ça c'est fucking bon. Oh oui, ça serait bon pour lui parce qu'il a plus de stamina.
Like to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Okay. So, je prends ces armes-là. Je m'en fais un petit peu de gold. Ça coûte cher. Why? Juste why? Les bolts, je vais les vendre. Pourquoi? 20 gold. Constant. Bon, je vois la map d'Agna. Tabarnage de Joe pour une charlie d'armure. Super.
Being in Orzammar is a privilege. Very few
Excuse me,
Greetings and welcome to Get. Wow, there are a lot. What was I saying? Right.
Ok. Ok, c'est ça. D'ailleurs. Ok, non. Ouais. Ça switch. Non, ils sont faibles. C'est des médiums. Et l'autre one?
You look like you're not from around here.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Of course I heard of the Circle.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Alright, so what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
And what would I can bring the Circle the request?
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once... Oh, I'll go pack...
Ok, ta gueule. Général Joe, Gem Marchand, Filon Importe. The Stone, Deep Road. C'est bon, je retrouve. Non, ok, il a disparu à même qui est rentré dans le stream, toi. Ow.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh? Turn to Lord Harrowmont.
Ben. Allô, there. C'est moins fort. Ça a moins de chance. Plus d'armes pénétration. Ouh. « 84. 89, je veux dire. « 94. Plus de dégâts. C'est mieux prendre un... On s'en remonte. Les D10.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castle proves his dedication to change. No dwarf is without work.
Huh. That's a lot of lava. I guess they just hope it never erupts.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Okay, take it.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Sans important, looking to I help?
Not exactly, but... I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the Assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm afraid of the deep road.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
On free XP, so. Oh. Hello there. How you doing? Why not?
I am done.
Hello there, mister. What's the deal?
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Is that about Orzammar or Shaper?
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Are there any paragon in Orzammar now?
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Why is Branka now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned. We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the depot?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
How do you lose your golem?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
What a Tig?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
What is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, The kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the Blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Enough is busy.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
What does the Shaper of Memory do?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Taigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
I would like you to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
One of Orzammar's own has returned to spread the chin.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The chantry charity to directly aid Orzammar.
Brother Burkle said as much. But Orzammar is more than capable of caring for its own.
But the chant must be sung from our corner of the war.
So far, the world has done quite well without your maker. I am in no hurry to change that. Now, if there's nothing else...
What harm would it do to let him preach?
Wherever this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
Actually.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
Je pense que this. Ça, je force pas.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Devorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am.
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
This today oblige Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
But little blood is more important than quality.
No one wishes this fight over more than Balin. But while it rages, Orzammar can spare no one to combat what may or may not be a new blight.
What can I convince you to help?
There might be a way. If you demonstrate to Balin that you owe Harrowmont no fealty. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
What do you get as promissory note?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them. And his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
At all a distant relative of his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it? Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize our warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does not care that the war is about to end.
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endron's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
I'll try that when I'm not watching for Balin.
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Do you want me to find out why? You find out or bet out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
regarde. What the fuck? Ah, c'est Aramon, notre biche. Légitimement.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harriman's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Lord Harrimont is a...
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Weak man, and he will be a weak king.
Lord Harrimont is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin is the
It'll
voice
be
of...
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you be...
RPG quiz. Si c'est des bureaux, non, c'est pas que je peux rentrer. Je peux aller voir dans les dusters. Quelque chose.
So, I've been hearing a certain wine.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear his... Oh, well, I should not have asked another to meet the challenge that the Maker has set before. Best of luck. May we both...
Est-ce qu'on peut aider? On va débarrasser ce gars-là parce que ça cause de la merde, elle marche pas. Elle est dure à faire.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters?
More enemies ahead!
We'll get plenty for their kids.
You will learn to fear me!
Speak.
I shall do it. Very well.
Okay.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Then shouldn't you be off killing genlocks? Or at least sweeping through the Diamond Quarter to carry off someone's firstborn?
Because if you tell me what you're doing, maybe I can help.
And bring the guardsmen running? Thanks, but I was just leaving.
Spare a bit for the needy. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste.
But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Not know what I give. Well done in the mouth.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
C'était une prouesse.
The task is finished. What now?
I'm no one, don't look at me.
So hungry.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. Don't fall into the sky when you go back up.
É, nós fomos mortos lá, né?
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Like a stall.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. Why don't you tell...
Chose pour le vendre se faire un euro là. Massive boot. C'est beau ça. Ok, encore les deux ça. Ok. Ok. Non, je vais faire chier Steve.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
What made you think I'm looking for anything?
I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dusttown. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
We must not exhaust our supply. We're really not alone. Now you fall!
Okay.
Is this some sort of mass suicide? Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone.
What are you looking at, stranger?
What kind of master to... No, are you ordeal?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
If you don't take Zelinda back, she will die.
She knows what she has to do to come home. She's always been welcome, just not the brat. So tell her that, and don't ever tell me what to do with my family.
I mean, it's how the
I'm not talking about my private business with the likes of you.
Okay, what to do?
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my... They follow you. See? Take them! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Ça pourrait chier grand chose, hein?
Back again? Think again. Yes? Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see. Ah, the highlight of underground existence, I take it.
As we must. What the fuck? It's so great.
Oh, great. I wanted to stop for lunch.
Cross me and you shall pay!
A bit more dying, please. All right, let's go!
You need help?
As you wish.
Go.
Very well. Best be wary.
I'll be done. I shall do it.
No!
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few calls. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now.
I shall shut you down, Al.
Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean. I merely...
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
You don't get out much.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Didn't find asking me to talk to you.
I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's ridiculous. Harriman isn't conceding.
Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly?
That's what I ate for him.
I don't think so. Lord Harriman's not talking to anyone these days. I'm sorry.
You seem sincere.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What are you talking about?
That sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
If you tell me what's happening, I could help you.
Don't think there's anything you can say to shame me that I haven't already told myself.
Okay.
The Proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight? Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the great... Let me just put... Now, is there a particular name you wish listed? I'll just call you Grey Warden. We actually have... Are you ready to start? Fight start at the gong and go to... You should be... Are you ready to start? Looks off. Are you ready to start? That's... What? Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are... Go down to the ring then. This is a glory Proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Siwern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Siwern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrowmont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Aituken and our future King Balin.
Enemy with this one.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Very well. Don't give them the advantage!
That's not kicking stone.
This fight is mine!
The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Siwern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent? Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukejan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukejan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin? All right, then. This is a glory Proving. This round, Harrowmont's champion takes on the notorious duo. The warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukejan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
First warrior to fall.
It is begun. Shall be done.
Get off!
As you say.
Watch your back, Miaja!
I shall do it.
Non, il veut pas crever.
For the fool's day.
Very well.
I need healing. I need healing.
We fight as one.
The winner is the great... Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent? Well, this bout should be quick and dirty. You'll be fighting Hana-shan, one of the legendary Silent Sisters. She's a ferocious fighter, and dedicated enough to cut out her own tongue. Are you ready to begin? All right, then. I'll see you out there. This is a Paramount's chance. We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hana-shan. And to our... First Warden...
I shall do it.
I'm glad that I gross spurt.
Shall be done.
Gross spurt.
I shall do it.
Ben ouais, t'as gagné parce que je me planter la tête comme ça faut dessus.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Very well.
Ce jeu est touché de grosses vagues.
The winner is the... Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent? This should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin? All right, then. This round, Masked Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans. Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
It is begun. Shall be done. I shall do it.
You battle a Konami!
Je pense que tu pourrais mettre capable de tuer quand on est vraiment bien descendu un contre ça. On va te servir.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent? This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukan leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test? May the ancestors choose wisely. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, challenging each.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Naidukan.
Shut up and fight.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
It is begun.
Orders.
Direct me. Send me. Outside you can come out and beat me.
You know, good shot.
Taste my steel! Very well. Your word. I am armed. What?
Yes. Okej, j'ai comme envie d'en reloader, mais je peux pas.
I'll get you!
Okay, the big old tunnel. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? Un gars s'est fait unstocker. Oh wow. Oh wow. Bon, je vais arrêter là de toute façon. Fuck my ass, je me fais unstocker. Ça me recule un peu, tu veux me faire unstocker de même. Je l'ai. J'y vais.